thrills of outdoor activity with the satisfaction of a well-pressed shirt, Englishman Phil Shaw founded an extreme version of this household activity in 1997. This is a sport. The answer is ironing. Extreme ironing. Number 4. In 1981, the specialized stump jumper became the first mass-produced model utilized by followers of this outdoor sport. Specialized stump jumper. The answer is mountain biking. Number 5. Former Alaskan Governor Sarah Palin's ex-husband Todd is a 4-time winner of the Tesoro Iron Dog, the world's longest race for these vehicles. Think of vehicles in Alaska. The answer is snowmobiles. Number 6. In mountaineering, these multi-spiked items affix to your boots to aid in climbing during icy conditions. The answer is crampons, which I always think sounds like tampons. Number 7. Discovered in Sweden in 1924 and carbon dated to 3200 BC, the Kalvstraskedan is thought to be the oldest surviving example of this equipment used for both sport and transport. Kalvstraskedan. The answer is skis. Number 8. On June 19th, 2002, Texan Michael Barber set this unpowered air sports world record by covering 437 miles. The answer is hang gliding. Number 9. Featuring Tony Alva and Tony Hawk, the 1986 skateboarding movie Thrashin' starred this actor famous for playing Thanos in the MCU series of films. The answer is Josh Brolin. And number 10, in 2009, Red Bull built a half-pipe of natural snow on the backside of Colorado's Silverton Mountain, specifically for this snowboarder. The answer is Shaun White. Alright. Pretty cool. I feel like these are very Jeopardy style in that not all of them are like that clear on the category. Like they're kind of about other things, but okay, the next category is Germany. Just Germany. Number 1, in 2017, the American-built Tesla Model S outsold in Europe BMW's flagship 7 Series and this Mercedes-Benz flagship model. The answer is S-Class. Number 2. Oktoberfest takes place in this German state. Probably the most straightforward question we'll have today. The answer is Bavaria. Number 3. Many middle-class and working-class Germans emigrated to the United States after the aristocracy regained control following the 19th century. youngest top scorer in both the history of German national football and the World Cup scored? The answer is Miroslav Klose. Number 7. Nearly all American Christmas traditions, including wreaths and trees, were German traditions popularized by this German-born consort of Queen Victoria. The answer is Prince Albert. Number 8. In 1895, this German physicist discovered X-rays. The answer is Wilhelm Röntgen. Maybe. Number 9. The scores to the Dark Knight trilogy, Gladiator, and The Lion King were composed by this German composer. The answer is Hans Zimmer. And number 10. In 1919, Walter Gropius founded this German design and architecture school. The answer is Bauhaus. Bauhaus. Okay. Let's see what the next category is. Okay, the next category is Plant Kingdom. So, questions about plants. Number 1. Often used in traditional medicine and unproven in its efficacy toward improving memory, this Chinese and Japanese cultivated tree is the only species in its taxonomic division. Oh, my mom always talks about this. The answer is ginkgo. Ginkgo biloba. My mom always says something about ginkgo. Number 2. Whereas the flag of Canada features a maple leaf, the flag of this nation features a cypress tree. The answer is Lebanon. Number 3. In 2005, a Judean date palm sprang from a 2,000-year-old seed and was thus given this biblical name synonymous with longevity. The answer is Methuselah. Number 4. Pamela Lillian Isley is the alter ego of this Batman supervillain. I didn't know there was a Pamela in superhero movies. The answer is Poison Ivy. Number 5. A single variety of hair grass and a single variety of pearlwort are the only 2 flowering plants on this continent. Shouldn't be too hard. The answer is Antarctica. Number 6. Green Onions was a 1962 instrumental hit by this band. The answer is Booker T and the MGs. Okay. Number 7. Although they visually resemble land-based plants, these maritime plants are actually multicellular algae. The answer is seaweed. Number 8. He is the lead singer of Led Zeppelin. The answer is Robert Plant. Number 9. Alien seed pods create doppelgangers is Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And number 10, Rousseau said, I know no greater man on earth. And Goethe said, I know no one among the no longer living who has influenced me more strongly. Of this Swedish botanist. The answer is Carl Linnaeus. Carl Linnaeus. I think he's the one that invented, like, taxonomy. Okay, I don't think this one would appeal to enough people. Alright. The next one is called Commodities. Not exactly sure what that's referring to, but we shall see. Number 1, the property of an individual unit of a commodity that is interchangeable with another is known as this F word. The answer is fungibility. Number 2, this two-word holly plant endemic to South America lends its second word to the caffeinated drink made from its leaves. The answer is yerba mate. Yerba mate. Number 3, from the taste of wheat, it is not possible to tell who produced it. A Russian serf, a French peasant, or an English capitalist wrote this German philosopher and economist in 1859. The answer is Karl Marx. Number 4, this is the M in the full name of the commodity trading food processing multinational ADM. This is the M. The answer is Midlands. Archer Daniels Midlands. Number 5, this Emmy-winning actor is the great-great-granddaughter of the founder of the world's largest trader of cotton and rice. The answer is Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Number 6, the world's exclusive trading exchange of palm oil, Bursa Malaysia, operates in this currency. The answer is Malaysian ringgit. Number 7, random length lumber, hardwood pulp, and softwood pulp are traded alongside, more famously, lean hogs, live cattle, and feeder cattle. synthetics with units measured between 1 and 100 nanometers. The answer is nanomaterials. Okay. Next is going to be fictional geography. Fictional geography. Number 1. The ruins of a statue likened to Tararet, the Egyptian goddess of childbirth, and a lighthouse are two of the landmarks on the island in this TV series. The answer is Lost. Number 2. Located near Sumatra, Mildendo is the capital of this tiny fictional island created by Jonathan Swift. The answer is Lilliput. Number 3. This fictional dystopia's name is derived from the Latin term for bread and circuses. The answer is Panem from the Hunger Games. Number 4. Over time, this fictional Thomas More locale went from his original satirical meaning of Greek for not a place to today's meaning for perfect society. The answer is Utopia. Number 5. The volcano Aman Amarth rises from the desert plain Gorgoroth in this fictional land. The answer is Mordor. Number 6. This film opens on Tatooine and concludes on the forest moon of Endor. The answer is Return of the Jedi. Number 7. From a creator of Rick and Morty, Planet Schlorp is the home world of Corvo and Terry in this Hulu show. The answer is Solar Opposites. Number 8. Cair Paravel is the seat of High King Peter and his siblings, who are the rulers for a time of this fictional land. The answer is Narnia. Number 9. Only officers are allowed to visit the fictional island Bali Hai in this musical. The answer is the South Pacific. And number 10, the students of Seven Seas High School, a school aboard the SS Tipton, visit Parrot Island in this Disney Channel sequel/spin-off series. This is the one that I would get. I loved this show. The answer is The Sweet Life on Deck. Yeah. I don't watch a whole lot of like animated or sci-fi movies and stuff, but I did watch Sweet Life on Deck. Okay. The next category is empires. Number 1. In the 1780s, setting national policy, Thomas Jefferson said that the U.S. should wait till our population can be sufficiently advanced to gain it, before dismantling this country's empire piece by piece. The answer is Spain. Number 2. Some historians cite the true end of the Roman Empire not in 476 CE, but instead with the 1453 CE fall of this city. the Sun stars this actor as a British child living in Japanese-occupied China? The answer is Christian Bale. Number 6. At her empire's height in 1900, this queen's title was Her Majesty by the Grace of God of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, Queen Defender of the Faith, Empress of India. What a title. The answer is Victoria, Queen Victoria. Number 7. The credits of this band's second album, Evil Empire, lists personnel as the Guilty Parties. The answer is Rage Against the Machine. Number 8. The 16th to 18th century Safavid Empire ruled over what today is this nation. The answer is Iran. Number 9. In 2007, the American Institute of Architects listed this structure as America's #1 favorite piece of architecture. The answer is the Empire State Building. And number 10, lasting from 200 BCE to 200 CE, this Chinese empire was roughly contemporaneous with that of the Romans. The answer is the Han Dynasty. Han Dynasty. Alright, do you guys like Oscars? Should we do the Oscars? We'll do Oscars. Okay. Next category is Oscars. Number 1, winning 4 Oscars in 1954 alone, this man has the record for most Academy Awards with 22. The answer is Walt Disney. That's pretty cool. Number 2, with 10 nominations, this 2000 movie holds the record for most nominations for a foreign language film. The answer is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Number 3, Alan Menken won back-to-back Best Oscars for the song Beauty and the Beast in 1991 and this song in 1992. The answer is A Whole New World. Wow, those are 2 great songs. Number 4, appearing for only 16 minutes and 10 seconds, the actor who played this legendary 1991 character had the second shortest screen time to earn the Best Actor award. The answer is Hannibal Lecter. Number 5, at 238 minutes, this is the longest movie to win Best Picture. 238 minutes. It's like 4 hours. The answer is Gone with the Wind. My mom made me sit through Gone with the Wind when I was like 11, so long movie. Number 6, she is the only person to win an Academy Award for acting and another for writing. The answer is Emma Thompson. That's awesome. Number 7, in 1962, Omar Sharif became the first Middle Eastern actor nominated for an acting Oscar for his role in this David Lean film. The answer is must contain this element? The answer is carbon. Number 2, focusing on elixirs and transmutation of base metals. This was the name of the proto-scientific tradition that predated chemistry. The answer is alchemy. Number 3, according to Aristotle, matter was made of these 4 elements. The answers are fire, air, earth, and water. Number 4, an atom or molecule that has gained or lost electrons and is thus charged is known by this 3-letter word. The answer is ion, an ion. Number 5, before being executed by guillotine, this French chemist debunked the phlogiston theory of combustion by discovering and naming oxygen and hydrogen. The answer is Antoine Lavoisier. Number 6, in 1896, French chemist Henri Becquerel discovered this process by which an unstable nucleus loses energy by emitting particles like neutrinos. The answer is radioactive decay. Number 7, in 1855, University of Heidelberg mechanic Peter de Sacca helped design an open gas flame laboratory device for this man. The answer is Robert Bunsen. I'm assuming of Bunsen burner. Number 8, what is Avogadro's number? Or what is the formula in Avogadro's number? You may not know this. But it's 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. I knew that long ago. I don't know if I still knew that. Number 9, what is the heaviest noble gas? I'll give you a hint. It starts with R. Starts with an R. The answer is radon. And number 10, H2SO4 is this kind of acid. The answer is sulfuric. Sulfuric acid. Gosh, I had to learn all of that. Did anyone have to learn brickel-sono-clo-clo in chemistry? I think brickel-sono-clo-clo was like the strong acids. Remembering the strong acids. Okay, do we want to do a category about Alexander Hamilton? Mad Men. A lot of these are so obscure. I don't know. People always get on me for doing like US based things, so I don't really want to do Alexander Hamilton. Okay, let's do scientists. Scientists. Number 1, the sea was angry that day, my friends, said this television character after pretending to be a marine biologist. The answer is George Costanza. Number 2, The Scientist is a song by this English band. The answer is Coldplay. Number 3, before marrying her French husband, discovery of this subatomic particle named in his honor? The answer is boson. Never heard of that. Number 5. Galileo rose to international fame with an analysis of a 1604 supernova, first described by this German astronomer. The answer is Johann Kepler. Number 6. This father of the atomic bomb's most famous quote, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds," is paraphrased from the Bhagavad Gita. The answer is J. Robert Oppenheimer. Number 7. When captured by the United States, this Nazi Sturmbannführer, who later created the moon landing's Saturn V rocket, lied by saying he wore his SS uniform only once. The answer is Werner von Braun. Number 8. From what disease did Stephen Hawking suffer? The answer is ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. Number 9. In the 3rd century BCE, this Syracusan calculated pi with remarkable accuracy to the ratio of 22 divided by 7. The answer is Archimedes. And number 10, in what field of science is the Fields Medal awarded? The answer is mathematics. Okay, the next one is going to be famous speeches. So kind of a history one. Number 1, Times Man of the Year Award and the youngest recipient ever to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize were 2 of the immediate accolades for the orator of this August 28th, 1963 speech. The answer is I Have a Dream. MLK Jr. I think it was a fact in like one of my other videos that Martin Luther King Jr. got like a C in public speaking or something, which is funny. Number 2, although employed 50 years earlier by Warren Harding, this 2-word term was used to great effect by Richard Nixon in describing those voters who did not protest the Vietnam War. The answer is silent majority. Number 3, Atoms for Peace was a 1953 speech to the United Nations by this world leader. The answer is Dwight D. Eisenhower. Number 4, ask not what your country can do for you is followed by these 8 words. The answer is ask what you can do for your country. Number 5, if the British Empire and Commonwealth last for 1,000 years, men will still say is followed by these 5 words. This was their finest hour, is the answer. I think that's the first time I've ever not said the answer is. Oops. Number 6, also written after a time of civil war, Pericles' 431 BCE funeral oration Rochester, New York, after the passage of the Fugitive Slave Act? The answer is Frederick Douglass. Number 8. Blessed are the meek, for they shall do this, said Jesus Christ. The answer is inherit the earth. Number 9. In 570 BCE, he gave his first sermon at Sarnath, spurring on a world religion. The answer is Buddha. And number 10, city upon a hill was a turn of phrase made popular by this Puritan leader's 1630 speech. The answer is John Winthrop. John Winthrop. Alright. Okay, this one looks fun. Okay, the category is called Change a Letter, Change Everything. And it says this is a fun word play round where a clue is altered to reveal an unexpected answer, solved by changing a letter in what would otherwise be a rote question. Here's an example. Jagger and Richard's band named after tumbling English tea time baked goods. So the answer is rolling scones, because you change a letter in stones to scones. So this is going to be hard, but it should be fun. Okay. Number 1, featuring the song We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. This Taylor Swift album reflects her love of 1980s BMX movies. I need to try and think of it. The answer is rad. So you change a letter in red to rad. Okay. Number 2. In this Bob Dylan song, the Joker and the thief were very, very sick. The answer is ill along the watchtower instead of all along the watchtower. This is hard. Number 3. In this TV series, the survivors of an air crash must band together to deliver the mail. Okay, I actually think I know this one. Yeah, I got this one. The answer is post. You change a letter in lost to post. Number 4. In this first volume of 3, Frodo sets out from the Shire with an ancient and is The Dark Side of the Loon. Number 8, star of his own play, this Shakespearean character just can't stop creepily checking out people. The answer is King Lear. Still Lear, but changing the A to an E in Lear. Number 9. In this 1980s comedy, the titular character, in solidarity with labor, skips an entire month of school. The answer is Ferris Bueller's May Off, not Day Off. And number 10, in this book, his final novel, James Joyce muses in a non-linear fashion on Japanese fermented rice alcohol. The answer is Finnegan's Sake instead of Finnegan's Wake. Okay, I would have gotten like 2 or 3 of those, so let me know if you would have beat me. Next category is going to be movie quotes. So we've got a movie one. Number 1, gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room, is a quote from this 1964 satire. The answer is Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Okay. Number 2, Mother of Mercy, Is This the Land of Rico, is from this pizza-related 1930 gangster movie. The answer is here, Little Caesar. Little Caesar. Number 3, Jack Nicholson allegedly improvised this 2-word line from The Shining. If you caught it, I gave you a little hint because I accidentally started reading this answer. The answer is Here's Johnny. Number 4, this line from The Graduate is the only one-word quote on the American Film Institute's 100 Best Movie Quotes of All Time. The answer is plastics. Number 5, amplifier maker Marshall made a special set of amps for actor Christopher Guest to thank him for this famous numerical movie quote. The answer is these go to 11. Number 6, the National Science Teachers Association encourages conversations on biology and self-image in response to I'm just one stomach flu away from my weight goal quote from this movie. Gosh, that's terrible. The answer is The Devil Wears Prada. Number 7, taken directly from declassified CIA reports, this profane 3-word catchphrase was used frequently in the 2012 movie containing its own name. The answer is Argo F yourself. You get it. Number 8, springing it unscripted and without warning on his fellow actors in this movie, Joe Pesci improvised his famous How Am I Funny dialogue, which was based on his experience as a waiter in a mob restaurant. was used in the Spanish language releases of this movie, as the original quote wouldn't have been particularly memorable. The answer is Terminator 2. And number 10, this word that does not appear in a quote from Casablanca is considered the most misremembered word in a movie quote of all time. The answer is again. I don't know what the quote is, but okay. Okay, this one looks fun. This one is stupid laws. Stupid laws. Looks like it's all US based. Like in US states, but should be fun still. Number 1. In Arkansas, a pinball machine is prohibited from awarding more than 25 free games to a winner. Yet this children's restaurant is exempt from this law. The answer is Chuck E. Cheese. Number 2. In Georgia, anyone engaging in activities with these South American livestock animals is accountable for any injury incurred, whereas professional trainers are immune from prosecution. The answer is llamas. Number 3. In Louisiana, this regional favorite dish is exempt from all sanitation laws. Ew. The answer is jambalaya. Number 4. In South Dakota, growers of this state flower of Kansas are allowed to use fireworks to scare off birds. The answer is sunflowers. Number 5. Anyone wishing to run for office in this state must acknowledge a supreme being or be barred from campaigning. The answer is Texas. That is not separation of church and state. Number 6. In West Virginia, you cannot use one of these domesticated polecats for hunting purposes. The answer is a ferret. Number 7. In 2013, Oklahoma affirmed that there is an international conspiracy by these people to overthrow the government of the United States and of the several states. The answer is communists. Number 8. North Carolina prohibits these social games of chance from lasting for more than 5 hours. The answer is bingo. No long bingo games. Number 9. In Nevada, it is illegal to use this form of electromagnetic radiation to measure your shoe size. The answer is X-rays. Were they having issues with that or what? And number 10. In Missouri, if a bull or ram runs rampant for 3 or more days, anyone may do this without fear of prosecution. The answer is castration. Jeez. Okay. Okay, this is fun. This will be our last category, I think, but I think this is a fun one. So, it is called 3 of a kind. So each of the words in these 3 word sets may be combined with another word to form a familiar phrase or name. Find that common word. Oh, like, okay, it's like connections. It's a lot like connections, like where, it's like, yeah, you'll see. Okay. Number 1, Six, thought and throat. Six, thought and throat. The answer is deep. Deep throat. We're talking. Okay. Blowing past that. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Okay. Number 10. Buster, town, and world. Buster, town, and world. The answer is ghost. So Ghostbuster, ghost town, ghost world. Okay, I wish that was like the word goes on the same side of all of them. That would be kind of nice. But yeah. Okay. I want to do a bonus question. Okay. I'll probably end up doing this category at some point, but I'll do it as a bonus question. Let's see. Businessmen Joel and Avram Glazer own both the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and this football club. That's your bonus question. Put it down below and tell me, like, this is for the bonus question answer. Because I always, like, people always, answer the bonus question, and I just see a random word in my comments, and I'm like, what does this mean? Because I totally forget what the bonus questions were by the time I film, or by the time I post the video. So, yeah, say this is for the bonus question. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm so sorry about all the background noise. There were so many birds and barking dogs and yard work. I live on a golf course. This is my parents' house, but like we live on a golf course, and they are constantly like mowing the freaking golf course. Like, how do people even play golf if you're mowing the golf course the whole time? Maybe I just feel like that because I'm so frustrated with trying to film, but I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching and putting up with this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. So sleep well, everybody.